Hello traders, good day to you all. This is Christopher Glen, and today it is the 22nd of May 2014. This is a daily market review after we had the entire daily session. Today is Wednesday, and from the beginning of the week I've mentioned that Wednesday and Thursday will be the most effective days during the week because of the announcements. We had a pretty quiet morning, and then all of a sudden the pound gained a lot of strength. What happens with the indication regarding the MPC official bank rate and the asset purchase facility votes is that usually we don't see change on that side. Let me show you that when we're going to the past. We're looking at a variety of announcements that we had in the past for the last several months, and you can see definitely that it's usually the same, nothing changing on behalf of these announcements. But on the other hand, we had retail sales that published a change, and that was a very positive change regarding the indication, and we saw that the pound gained a lot of strength in front of a variety of assets today. Beside that, we had the FOMC meeting, and again we saw a lot of liquidity during the evening time. And basically, I can tell you that at the moment we've got no liquidity. But tomorrow we do expect to see a lot of liquidity because of a variety of announcements. I already mentioned that at the beginning of the week, and again, let's go over Friday. I said that Friday will give us good potential because we've got difference between the variety of announcements at 9, at 1:30, and at 3 o'clock. So we've got pretty good the deviation, difference between the time of the first announcement, the second, and the third, and we can express variety of opportunities during that time. Usually after 5 o'clock Friday, I'm not taking long-term investments, and if I'm investing in the binary option market, then I do take 15-minute, half an hour, 1 hour trades and not beyond that. Let's go to the chart and let's see what we're expecting to see on behalf of the dollar first. The Russian ruble, just 1 second, the Russian ruble is approaching the target that I gave it. Let's look at the daily chart, it's easier. From this point, I've mentioned this chart should drop down toward the 34 level, and we do approach that area, and I do expect to see a continuance of an uptrend. We should expect to see a continuance of an uptrend once the market will cross this trading area, showing us that a variety of other traders are are expected to join this uptrend movement. Therefore, there's a very nice potential for this long-term uptrend movement to occur just once we'll cross this trend line that we're still lagging on top behind it. Until we'll cross that, then that will be a suitable entry place. We can see again that there's a nice imitation of a wave, a B wave, and a C wave according to the Elite Wave analysis, and that's a logical corrective pattern completing its structure, and an uptrend is most expected on behalf of this potential position. Let's go to the dollar itself. Let's see what's the condition of the dollar. I've analyzed that several times before, and I'm trying to keep you catch up regarding the potential of the dollar, because obviously we can reflect that potential on other assets as well. Just 1 second, it's over here. Okay, so we can see that the dollar got weakened since the announcement. 1 second. There we go. So again, as I said, we can see that the dollar lost a lot of strength during today's FOMC meetings. We can see that weakness has definitely expressed in front of the dollar index, and obviously in front of other assets as well. Let's look at the larger picture at the daily chart. On a daily chart, we can see again that we're just fluctuating around this difficult level to cross over here. We can see that this level, the market is just bouncing backward and forward, forming a variety of dojis, showing that there's an equivalent point between buyers and sellers, and it's a logical breaking point. I do expect this chart to climb higher. We will change our opinion whether the market will fall down, but again, fluctuation level like this, approaching this area over here, is basically a very good potential to cross and to continue higher. Just need to wait a bit more so that the dollar will gain a bit more strength, so that this move will begin moving higher. Again, it's an aspect, and once the market will indeed form this structure, then we can follow. At the moment, we can only wish for a clearer direction. Let's look at other frontiers. Let's look at the dollar index, for example. Not the dollar index, sorry, the dollar in front of the Japanese yen. And I'd like to say several things regarding the Japanese yen. I've been analyzing the Japanese yen for the last several days, and I'm not talking about the Japanese yen in front of the dollar specifically. I'm talking about the Japanese yen in front of a variety of assets. I'll pick the New Zealand versus the Japanese yen because it does form a cleaner structure. But we can see that this structure is repeating itself in front of a variety of assets. Again, a very nice potential for completion of a corrective pattern. We've received an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave, dropping down a very condensed sideways corrective pattern. Some say zigzag, some say sideways. Basically, just condensed movement according to a very just condensed movement around the same levels. A logical movement will be an uptrend movement. Now, if you're a careful trader, if you'd like to stay away from this trade and join only once the market is suitable to accept your investment, then I would definitely place the trend line above this structure over here, which is the last movement that we had, and a close beyond that on a daily chart will signal a potential for an uptrend movement. You can wait for that. You can already take the trade anyway. The stop loss will be very close at 86.3. That's a logical stop loss for this uptrend potential. The uptrend potential is beyond 90. That's the first target, beyond 90. So let's look at other currencies. I've been analyzing the dollar versus the Canadian dollar in front of the Japanese yen as well. Over there we saw a very long-term downtrend movement. Weakness on behalf of the Canadian dollar was felt in front of the dollar, in front of other assets as well. We can see again that on a larger scale we've received an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave, forming a completion of a corrective pattern. Now, I'm not really certain if this completion is total, if this is the bottom line of this corrective pattern, but from this point and beyond, we've received an impulse movement climbing higher, and from that point we've received an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave correcting this pattern. So again, in front of the Canadian dollar, it is logical to see a continuance of an uptrend movement. I'd like to wish you all the best with your trades. Have a pleasant day, and bye bye.